Grade B, Homework A, Part 1. We've got 3% interest on £3,000 for 6 years. So if I add 3% on each year, the easiest way of doing that is times it by 1.03. And that would be 1 for the 100% and the 0.03 is the 3% added on. I do it to the power of 6 because it's 6 years, multiply it out, 3,582.16. And that is compound interest because I'm actually building up and building up. Okay? Question 2. But the side is 5, I need to find the opposite side. I know the angle is 20. So I'll label the opposite O and the hypotenuse, which is the 5. I'll use my trigonometry, SOHCAHTOA, so it's SOH, and I'm finding the opposite. So I'll cover that up. I've got S times H, so I've got the sine of 20 times 5, 1.71 centimetres. If I've got another triangle, I'll label the sides. This side is adjacent to the angle, so it's A, and that's 4. This side is 8, and it's the hypotenuse because it's opposite the right angle. It's the biggest side. So which of my SOHCAHTOA uses an A and a H is CA. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now if I'm actually finding the angle, I divide the adjacent by the hypotenuse. 4 divided by 8 is 0.5. The angle isn't 0.5, the cosine of it is 0.5. So I've got to use the inverse cosine button on the calculator. So we'll do shift cosine 0.5 equals 60 degrees. Okay, we'll solve a simultaneous equation. I'm going to try and make the x's the same, is the easiest way of doing it. So if I times the top equation by 6 and the bottom equation by 5, they'll both end up with 30x. So I've got 30x, 6 4s, 24y, 6 times 31, 186. Times the bottom equation by 5, I've got my 30x. 5 7s are 35y, 5 times 46, 230. I'm going to take the top equation away from the bottom one because the numbers are all smaller. 35y, take away, excuse me, take away 24y, gives me 11y. 230, take away 186 is 44. So that means y must be 4. And I sub it back into one of the equations. Y is 4, so 4y is 16. So 5x plus 16 has to make 31. That means that the 5x has got to be 15. So obviously x is 3. So if y is 4 and x is 3, coordinates where those two equations and straight lines cross will be 3, 4. Grade B, Homework B, Part 2. I've got to draw a box plot given that information. So I've got a scale going from 0 up to 70. Shortest time, I plot at 11. The lower quartile, I need to make a marker for 14. Median, 31. I've got to be exact, I will put it exactly on 31. The upper quartiles are 49. And the longest time is 60, and that's me 5 points in my box. I'll make the middle 3 a little bit larger. They form the box, and just join them up to the ends. They're sometimes called the whiskers, and that's that information plotted as a box plot. Okay, question 6. There's 2 things happening. There's a hoopla stall and there is a coconut shy. So one of the best ways of representing this is a tree diagram. So here's the hoopla stall. Wendy can win it or she can lose it. after she wins the hoopla stall, she can either win on the coconut sty or lose on the coconut sty. If she loses on the hoopla stall, she can win on the coconut shy or she can lose on the coconut shy. And that's all the options there. So this is a win-win, that's a win-lose, that's a lose-win, and that's a lose-lose. Calculate the probability she wins on both. So I need this and this. And the rule is you multiply along the branches of a probability tree. So 0.2 times 0.1 is 0.02 is when these chances of winning both. Write down a value of 9 to the power of a half. You've got to learn that power of a half means square root. So the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, we write large numbers and small numbers in standard form is to do with powers of 10. First part has to be units, so I want 1.26. Now I've got to move that decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the right. So that's dividing, so that is times 10 to the minus 6. I need this not to be 11 but 1.1, and I've got to move a decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left, which is multiplying, so that's where my 5 comes from. So I'll just count up and down, and it's always, notice that's still multiplying even though we're dividing because we used a minus to give us that idea. Question 9. Buy a share for £63 and it was 10% off. So that means that that 63 represents 90% because it was 10% knocked off. So if I divided 63 by 9, I would get 10%. So 10% was £7. Well, if 10% was £7, the whole item must have originally cost 70. I'm adding fractions. 3 whole ones plus 1 whole one, I could definitely say with 4 whole ones, and a quarter plus a quarter makes a half, so I can add them separately. That one was easy because the denominators were the same. If those were different, if that was 4 and that was an 8, I'd have to change it all to 8s. Okay, last question. Shape B is twice as big. If the area of shape A is 84, the area of shape B isn't twice as big. The area will be 4 times as big because it comes from, if the scale factor was 2, area is squared. 2 squared is 4. So if the original area was 84 and I times it by 4, that's what I'm going to have. If you want to see where the sort of extra ones fit in, it's probably something like that. That's where you'll get 4 of those. So 4 84s, 336 centimeters squared.